Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a great show. We're going to be talking about Rare Character, a new brand that is going to be coming to the ABV Barrel Shop soon, as well as probably to your local liquor store. We'll talk about that in just a second. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Danny Kennard and Jim Fosnot. What's up, guys?
How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good. You guys doing good?
Yeah. We are.
Yeah, we're here at the tasting bar at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Yeah, one of the favorite places to hang out.
Heck yeah, it is. So, yeah, we've got a really fun event here going on right now because we're talking about Rare Character. Danny, you haven't heard of them, have you?
No. I've never heard of this place before.
Yeah, neither did Jim or I until I got an email from Bernie Lubbers that said, hey, you've got the barrel shop. You need to talk to my buddy Pablo.
Huh.
And talk to Pablo, who was, I believe in the restaurant business was his background, and now he started this liquor company. But one of the cool things is, and I think he may have more than one partner, but one of the partners is Andy Shapiro, so son of Max Shapiro.
Right.
And so yeah, that's kind of a cool thing. He's got kind of some help from family of Heaven Hill ownership. So that's pretty cool. So we're anticipating big things. I know we were talking to Pablo, and we're like, because Jim and I were tasting out some samples and looking at buying a barrel. And what did he tell us, Jim? Because when we asked, is this in Missouri yet?
So we, having opened this shop, our biggest struggle so far is getting barrels cleared into the state. It's taking more time than we thought. And we asked Pablo if he was in Missouri yet. He goes, no, he made a phone call yesterday, and it should be in all 50 states next week. One phone call gets it approved for 50 states, and it's 32 emails for us to do one distillery for one state.
Right,
so
right.
It's that's the power that he has behind what he's trying to do, which is
Yeah, so I think this brand, while totally brand new, I think it's going to be a big thing very quickly. And I also think, based on tasting the whiskey, that's also going to make it a very big thing pretty quickly. So this is not a distillery. They're sourcing everything. They're open about that, which is fine. That's who you are. That's no problem. And just let us know, and that's what they're doing. And they're buying whiskey. They're also they've got all kinds of barrel finishes, these unique barrels that some of them we hadn't even heard of before and things like that. So there's a lot of cool things going on.
That sounds great to me. I mean, the most important thing to me is as long as a company is open and honest and
right.
They are upfront that, hey, we don't make this product, but we're putting our names on it,
right.
Then, yeah, because I don't want to drink something that I'm deceived of going, hey,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're full disclosure as much as they can be. There's NDAs, but it tells you where it was, what state it was distilled in, where it was aged at, where it was bottled at. So he wants to be as transparent as possible. We had that conversation, and
that's good.
And he's got access to a lot of older barrels and then a lot of the really cool finishes. I mean, I can't pronounce the one that we picked. It's a wood that I've out of Brazil, I think it was. We found out that it gets finished in, and so he's doing some unique stuff. And I know There's a cognac finish we're looking at also.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, just a lot of different things, and stuff as old as 16 years old and stuff like that. So they're gonna have it sounds like they're gonna be doing a little bit of everything. So just regular bourbons and ryes as well as barrel finished and the older stock. And I would assume this all plays into having a member of the Shapiro family, and I think that helps in anything you're doing, whether it helps get you approved in all 50 states or making a call and say, hey, we're looking at buying some whiskey. We'd like to get some older stocks. I think the name Shapiro is going to carry a lot of weight and help you out with that. So that's not a bad thing. So I think that's a pretty cool startup company here. And like I said, it's going to be like turn on a faucet. It's like we never heard of it, and all of a sudden it's just everywhere. So they're
doing it right.
Cool.
The bottles are beautiful.
Yes,
there's artwork on the bottles that catches
Danny,
the eye.
check those out. Yeah, got the penguin on there. It's like art. Yeah,
yeah, and they got the wax top.
Even the labels feel nice.
Yeah,
on the bottle.
The bottle
texture.
feels heavy. The bottle feels quality.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, I'm amazed at how many people don't put the effort into the label, because a lot of times people will buy a bottle the first time for how it looks, but if you put good product in it, they'll keep coming back to it. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen with these guys.
Well, Steve, if you turn around and rub your hand across the label here, I don't know if you've ever been to an art museum or whatever, but
Danny's touching the paintings.
I have actually touched the paintings. And all,
You're not supposed to do that.
But it feels like that.
Yeah, it feels like a painting. It is.
It's textured. It's embossed.
Yeah. It's really cool. So these are, and again, Pablo sent us a couple samples. These are barrel picks from different places. So just extra bottles that he had to let us try some of those finished products in addition to the samples, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do next, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to try these two bottles here. Jim and I have tasted one of them already. We haven't even tasted the other one at all. So we've tasted the bourbon. We'll be tasting the rye for the first time. So it should be fun. We'll get to that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Danny Kennard, which is turning into Freddie Mills. Y'all have a good fucking day, because
This is the Bourbon Daily. Thank you.
Everybody, welcome back. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Jim Fosnot and Danny Kennard. We're here at the ABV Barrel Shop, and we are getting ready to try some rare character. So, Danny's first attempt at this. So we just want to talk about it. The first one is, it's a bourbon. Comes in at 119.9. It is 5 years and 7 months old. Again, the full disclosure thing. This is, as Jim was saying, it's the trifecta. It's aged in, it's distilled in Indiana, aged in Tennessee, and then bottled in Kentucky. So, how about that? So, very cool. All right, let's take a taste. See what we think here. I mean,
Wow.
it's delicious.
Very good.
Yeah. I mean,
The nose was kind of sweet to me, but the taste is phenomenal.
yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have that sweetness that I'm smelling, but at the same time, I mean, it's delicious.
And it's got an amazing warmth to it. I mean, just
finish.
Yeah, the nice finish. There's some sweetness up front, but then it's more kind of, I would say, the bulk of the taste is kind of your classic bourbon notes, tobacco and leather and oak, and it's just rich in that, and and then that nice long finish. It just keeps going. My whole tasting from the front of the tip of the tongue all the way down to the gullet is warm. Right
Exactly.
now, which is nice.
But I do think you get that little bit of like creme brulee on the front side of it. Just
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
there's-
bit, but
that's it.
Right.
And so it's not overpowering, but it's got every layer. It's
full-bodied for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's great stuff. All right. Let's move on to our second one here. So the second one, this is a rye. So this is their straight Kentucky rye whiskey. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know here. Everything was done in Kentucky. Distilled, aged, bottled in Kentucky. So
it's a 95.5, so this is a
yes,
big rye.
High rye, 95.5, 122.3, 6 years, 1 month. So there you go. Let's give it a taste.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
If you're a rye person, yes, this is a bottle to actually go after.
yeah.
This is phenomenal.
It's delicious, isn't it?
You look at the color on that thing. I mean, that is so dark for a rye,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of age for a rye. And man, they did it right. That is just those classic rye notes, but still got some.
Yeah, it's kind of got, some of that minty that you get, but it's
Earthiness
also
a little bit.
earthiness, yeah. But at the same time, there is a little bit of fruitiness in there too,
Right.
that you catch, which is nice.
More like I would say more like a plum or something a little.
Yeah, the stone fruit type of thing. So it's good stuff. So, all right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Danny, you're first. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Danny Kennard.
Jim.
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FozJim, or you can find me hanging out here at the ABV Barrel Shop every Wednesday through Saturday.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Check me out and check out abvbarrelshop.com. Please give us a 5-star review. That helps new people find the show. And with that, we'll say goodbye. We got customers here, so we got business to do. See you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.